Hi,
Oh my
how
God,
are
I'm
you?
so nervous. I'm okay.
You okay? How's the
Yeah.
kids?
They're occupied
Oh,
with the
Abang Fai is at
dad.
home.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought that he won't be at home. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, thank God he's home. Actually, I thought like I'm gonna do this like whether he's home or not, and then like, oh my God, I can't. But thank God he's at home, so yeah.
Never mind if even if you're alone at home, the kids can have a, you know, guest
Oh,
starring.
it's gonna be chaotic, but thankfully he's home, so okay. Okay, so we
Okay.
have people
Um,
joining.
yeah. Usually we just waiting for the first few minutes. Ah, someone already asked where are the kids.
The
Maybe,
kids
maybe, maybe you
The
might see
kids
them.
are with the daddy.
It's nowhere near their bedtime yet, is it?
It's supposed to be their bedtime, so
Okay.
yeah. I was like
Alright.
literally trying to put Adam to sleep, but he was like 1 hour in and he was like jumping. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. Before I lose my patience, I was like, Daddy, can you please take him? I need to get ready.
But they're
Oh my
at,
God.
but they're at the playroom, ah.
They are in their bedroom.
Oh, bedroom. Okay. No wonder
Yes.
I don't hear them at all.
Mhm.
Okay. Lynn, can you not be ridiculous? What kind of question is that?
Okay.
Honestly.
Are we seeing the same people joining?
Um,
It's like the number of live for you is the same as the number of live for me, is it? Is it like that? I've never done this
yeah.
before.
What? How many people do you see at your end?
I see 10.
Yeah, I see 10,
11.
11.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to climb that fast.
Okay.
Um, okay, I'm gonna pin the question, the topic for today here,
Okay.
which is juggling work with HPM,
Mhm.
which is your forte, right? Okay, let me see how do I pin it? Do I just
No
post
idea.
it here?
Don't ask me. I've never done live before. I mean,
Oh,
not like this.
okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, I pinned it.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
whoever that
Juggling work
joins
with
us
HPM.
later will
Okay.
know what this is about lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. It's 1 minute to 10, but maybe we can. Shall we start first or what?
Who is this? Okay.
It's okay. Thank you everyone for joining.
Oh my God.
It's it's our first time. Both of us. It's our first time on live.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna ignore you guys. I'm just gonna talk to each other.
Okay.
Oh, hi. Was that?
I think
Was
that's
that
Fatin.
Fatin?
Okay.
Hi, Fatin.
Okay. Boleh start.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yes. Yes. It's already 10. We should.
Yeah, okay, it's already 10.
Mhm.
We shall start. Inshallah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, everyone. Happy Ramadan Kareem to everyone tuning in. So let me just start with introducing myself. For those who don't know me, I'm an educational therapist. What is it actually is basically an English or literacy teacher for students with dyslexia. So basically in the special education sector. And I have been, for those who are in my friends list lah, probably not your friends, Kaisha. You've been probably noticing how I've been posting clips of my students, and it actually started out with I thought it was funny. Like I will post up like short clips of their comments or their actions. So it started out with something funny. Yeah, but after that I started getting responses about, oh wow, I didn't know this is the kind of things that they struggle with, or it's like it's a nice insight to see how you do your work, because it's very different from, not very different, but it's got a lot of differences between the intervention and normal tuition. So I saw that people were benefiting from them. So that's why I continued on with the postings. Yeah. So the purpose became like, to raise awareness about the dyslexia, to share ideas for other teachers, and also to advocate remote learning, which is what's happening right now, all over the world. And then I think I've done it like 4 times already, and I decided to eventually start this, which is a mini series of conversations, all centering around HBL, and starting my dear sister, providing the point of view of a parent. So, um, for all you guys, just a little insight. After today's session, it's going to be a few more, so I will give a few more details later on. But the reason why I invited my own sister is not because she's my sister, but I feel like she's one of the many parents out there who are doing a really, really great job during this very trying time. And it was triggered when I saw her with Farah. Farah is her eldest. How old is she? Four, 5?
No, 5. 5
Oh yeah,
turning 6. Yes, 5.
5 to 6. Wow, where did the time go? So I saw you with Farah um during the HBL period. I think you set aside time each day to do it, and then you are basically the teacher. You wrote everything on, I think it was Arabic at that point. Yeah, you wrote everything on the board. And she did like all the follow-up tasks. Then I was just like, oh, is this HBL, especially for the young kids lah. I know there are many different versions of HBL, but I think that one thing that is very common among all the parents having to support their own kids is the guidance that would have had received from teachers are now falls onto the parents, like despite whatever version of HBL is lah. Yeah, would you agree with that?
Partly, I will share more because there's a lot more going on behind the scenes.
Oh wow,
So you'll
okay,
be
okay.
surprised, really, trust me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I know all about the teachers. I mean, my own perspective of the teacher, but I really want to know more about the parents' perspective. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I will let you introduce yourself. You want to go ahead?
Okay, so just a little bit of background because now the topic for today is juggling work with HBL. So I'm a full-time working mom. Yeah, so as you all saw the introduction that we shared on our IG stories, I'm an accounts manager. But let me just briefly tell you what I do. A lot of people confuse accounts manager. They thought like, oh, accounts manager, you do accounting, but not really. I'm more into like sales. When you're talking about accounts manager, it is, hang on, shh, I want.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, here she comes. Okay. 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 Shh. Okay. So anyway, accounts. I'm talking about like client. Yeah. So accounts referring to client. So what I do is the company I work for, we provide e-learning platform for schools and also corporate.
Mm,
But for myself, I handle schools. We have MOE schools, we have madrasas, we have private schools, but mostly nowadays, I think all the MOE schools, you know, that they are using this thing called SLS. If you're a
SLS,
parent
yeah.
and if you're a parent and your child is in secondary and primary school, they will be I mean, they are doing their home-based learning on SLS.
So you're
Yeah,
the
so
people behind it.
no, we're not. They took
Oh.
over us. But we still, but we still do service like schools such as madrasa. They are using our system. They're not using like SLS, or maybe I think they're using both, a little bit of both. Some schools are still using ours. So our system is like something like SLS. Okay, so during the HBL period, what I will do is like there will be requests from schools, like certain things that they want to put up on the system. That's where I will come in and assist them, or you know, the accounts creation for students or parents, because some of them use for parents. The parents need to log in, certain info needs to be disseminated, you know, that kind of thing. So that's where I will do the support. So yeah, I will, something like that lah. So every day there will always be something that the school needs. So I have to deliver lah. And yeah, so that's my brief description of my job scope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can imagine that now the period is even more hectic. Is a peak period that they will always grab to you for
Not
support.
really, because yeah, as I mentioned, they are using SLS. They're not using our system so much for the delivering of the teaching and learning items, but we are supporting them in the admin side. Side, such as like announcements. But again, like I mentioned, there are schools still using our system for the HBL. So yes, like lessons, you know, like teachers, maybe they put up the lessons wrongly. I have to look into it. I have to like repackage the lesson for them, that kind of thing, and make sure that their students also receive the HBL, you know, aside from me doing my HBL with my own kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So so when the news was first announced about, I think do you hear first from the school or from news about how schools, all of them have to be closed?
Yeah.
And yeah, so how do you feel, and you know, knowing that you have to do home-based learning, what were your expectations? And
okay, for Alia, because okay, she's in kindergarten 2 this year, and she attends mosque, kindergarten and mosque. So before the school closure, as we all know, the mosque already had the closure first. So the kindergarten sessions at the mosque were already affected first. But during that period, it was not HBL, it's just closure. And they just brought back the, you know, assessment books to them. Yeah, correct. There's not like a structured thing like, you know, oh, they have to do HBL during the mosque closure. There was nothing like that. And then the mosque reopened, I think, for 1 week before the HBL kicked in. Yeah. So when it kicked in, I was like, because the mosque closure, there was no HBL, right? So I didn't have like anything. I wasn't really stressing on like how to have the HBL with my kid while I'm working from home. So but when the HBL started, I was honestly, I was not really thinking much about it, because I'm like, oh, okay, HBL, then fine lah. HBL means like they don't attend school, they just do their work at home, right? So and then there's news about parents.
Initially you thought that it's just homework.
Yeah, true. Because she's in kindergarten, I thought, you know, there's nothing much. That's why my thinking was like, there's nothing much what they can do. Like, what can they deliver? What can they give to the kindergarten students during HBL? So I'm like, oh, okay, HBL, you know, that kind of thing. So and then we see the news of parents queuing up for resources, buying laptops and all that. So I'm like, okay, why? Okay, that's pretty interesting for me. Like, okay, never mind. But then when we received the HBL package, oh my goodness, I tell you, it was not what I expect. For Alia, okay, like the teachers, they actually went all out to package the lesson for the kids. So
okay, shout out to the teachers.
Yes. Okay, and then when I first saw it, I remember I felt so overwhelmed. Okay, that's so weird.
Okay, just let it out.
Okay, partly because just background, because I have talked about juggling work with HBL on my Instagram post. I think some of you would have seen it if you have followed me. But I think writing it out and speaking about it, it's very different. Yeah. So it's kind of therapeutic right now actually to talk about this. So other parents, maybe they can relate, you know?
Can relate, yeah.
So, Yeah, they can relocate. So as I was saying, the package that we received from the teachers, it was very detailed. You know, it was very detailed. Like, and when I first saw it, I was overwhelmed, and it was, I did not expect to feel like that. Like when I saw it, I'm like, how am I supposed to deliver this to my kid? Like
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's so many
Basically a
things to
lesson
do.
plan. Basically a lesson plan,
Yes,
right?
yes, it's
Yeah.
basically a lesson plan, and it's not based just like, okay, on Monday you do textbook 1 and do page number 2, and then
And
Tuesday
then
do page
how
number
is
3.
it?
It's nothing like that. It is
It's like how
detailed. Okay,
just
it is
5 minutes.
basically, they will tell you the objective of today's lesson is this, and this is how you're supposed to deliver. They will say, okay, for example, let me show you an example. Like they will say, okay, let your kid watch this video, and then after that, they will actually give, you know, guide questions to ask your kids. Okay, ask your kids this question, and
Prompting
then they
questions.
yeah, prompt question, and they will also teach you how to teach your kid. You know, that's the
Wow.
HBL package. Yes, the one that I got from her school, they will actually teach the parent how to teach the kid. They will say, let your kid try, or give prompts to your kid, give hints, and let them, let's say spelling, let them spell their own words. Do not guide them at all. And then certain tasks they say guide them, and then certain tasks say do not guide them. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like literally the teachers are teaching the parents how to teach the child during HBL. So it's that detailed. So why I was overwhelmed was, number one, I have no time, honestly, because I'm so busy with work. I cannot find the time to sit down for a good 1 hour, at least, not even 1 hour, for not even half an hour, to be with my kid and teach her that you know, to deliver all those lesson package that the teachers prefer.
Yeah, one more learning how to be a teacher, and then
Correct.
It's not even a crash course. It's like you're expected to know already.
Correct. So the time is number one, because I have, like, you know, every morning I will have emails coming in, I will have WhatsApp coming in from my clients, and okay, sure, I need this, and then I have to deliver my kid. And of course, at the background, you know, I'm a mom, I'm a parent, right? My husband is an essential worker. He's not always at home. I have to settle the younger brother also. The kids have to eat. I have to cook, right? I have to bathe them. I have to feed them, and then I have to do my work, answer to my clients. I have to and do the HBL with my kid. So one thing that I want to share before I carry on, okay? As a working parent, people always say, oh, you carry a lot of responsibilities, but it's nothing like this, because before this circuit breaker, right, what we do, how we do our daily life is like, when I'm at work, and then I come back, I become a mom. I leave my work stuff behind, I become a mom, I do the things. But right now is everything at the same time. It is overwhelming. It is really I think overwhelming is an understatement, really, because
it's really not possible to like compartmentalize your time now. It's like 10 minutes work, and then leave the work for a while.
It's so correct. It's so stressful, because like when you're at work, you can just focus on your work, and when you're at home with your kids, with your husband, you can just focus on them. And then let's say like we are talking, aside from HBL, you know, we do revision work, right, with with Alia. When we do revision, I will sit down with her and ensure that I deliver. But lately, I will just quickly like crash course with her. Okay, this is what you're supposed to do, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then she will do her work. I will go back to my work. I will be on my laptop again, answering emails, answering WhatsApp, doing my admin work, whatever. And then that's when Adam's sleeping. And when he wakes up, I will tell her, Alia, you stop your work. You need to play with Adam so mommy can do her work. That's how things are. If you ask me what's my schedule every day, I tell you honestly, I have no schedule. I have no schedule. It changes every day. It changes every day. Because, you know, sometimes maybe Adam sleeps longer. So when he sleeps longer, Alia can do her HBL longer. I can do my work longer. That kind of thing. But then at the back of my mind, looking at the packages that the teachers have prepared, the pressure is also, aside from doing everything at one time, right? The pressure is also delivering what the teachers expect you to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So because I see the amount of effort the teachers put in to
Yeah,
prepare
definitely.
that lesson plan for the parents. Can you imagine if they find out like the parents can't be bothered? Like,
Mm.
I feel for them. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
them to feel that way. I want to try my best to deliver to the best of my ability while working,
Yeah.
while working, you know, to deliver what they prepared lah.
So
Basically,
you don't
I
have
don't want to
any
do,
like
yeah.
you don't have like animosity towards teachers. I think like I've
No,
looked up some silly comments from
not at all.
parents, right? They will
Oh no, no,
blame the
no.
teachers. They will
I
blame the teachers.
I don't. Okay,
So
I never really read those kind of comments. I don't know why they are that has been going on. I mean I do hear some stuff like that on
yeah,
going on, but I don't really read into them because I mean, what I experienced is not like that at all. I think, okay, maybe, I don't know, I just can't be bothered, to read
mm,
that kind of negative comments. Yeah. But I
yeah,
think if you show me those comments, I will just like wince. No, no, that kind of thing. So really, the effort that
mm,
the teachers put in to prepare the packages, the pressure is there. I feel the pressure. That's why I'm overwhelmed. Like I mentioned, overwhelmed, one thing is because I have to do all these things at one time. Number two is the pressure of doing justice to the teacher's lessons
yeah,
plan. So it's like,
yeah. That's true.
yeah. So,
Then
mhm,
you like you mentioned about like you feel the pressure, the responsibility of delivering as what the teacher
mhm.
planned.
Yes,
Number
yes.
number one is like maybe this gives you an insight of the normal work that goes into, right?
Yes. Yes, it
You have
does.
a
It
more
definitely does.
appreciation, yeah.
Correct.
And
Because
number
it's not, yeah, because it's not just academics. In the lesson plan, they also talk about like motor skills. There are activities. And tell you honestly, not every day I'm able to deliver the activities with Alia. Like I only focus on like the I only focus on the academic part. When it comes to when it comes to, yes, darling.
Daddy push the donut when I put on my shoe.
Okay, okay. Tell him, tell him, okay? Okay, go play with daddy. Okay, sorry. So, so anyway, yeah, where was I? Oh yes, yeah. So the teacher's lesson plan, right? There are like activities for their games. Do you know that they also plan games for the parents to do with the
oh
child?
wow.
Yes,
That
they do.
like
Yes,
the
it's
materials
that
all
detailed.
they suggest what to use and
Yes,
all
the
from
materials
home.
also they suggest. Okay,
Wow.
prepare scissors, prepare paper, and draw something on the paper, cut it into two, do this, do that. It's supposed to do this kind of activities. Most of the time, I'm like, oh my god, I have no time to do this activity.
Yeah.
I'll just skip all the way straight to the assessment. But like I mentioned to you, I feel guilty if I don't
Mm-hmm.
deliver that part. Because
Mm-hmm.
the teachers put in effort to plan.
Mm-hmm.
You think
Mm-hmm.
they come out just out of the
Yeah.
blue, that kind of plans for the students? No, I don't think so. So I would want to try and deliver. And there was one day I remember I actually did the activity with Alia. The activity was something to do with literacy. No,
Mm-hmm.
not literacy, reading. So
Mm-hmm.
we are to write helping words. Come, why so muncung?
No, because Daddy keeps the donut on me
Okay,
every
okay.
day.
Okay, so okay, so yeah, the activity was I was supposed to write a few words. The teachers give the words, so I
Mm-hmm.
write the words on a piece of paper, cut the words separately. So we have like maybe like 16 words, right? So and then you're supposed to hide the words all
Mm-hmm.
over the house. It's like
Oh, like a game. Okay, treasure hunt.
yeah, treasure hunt. Yes, the
Okay.
activity was treasure hunt. So okay, fine. This one maybe I can do. Like okay, I wrote the words and then I cut them out. Oh no, Alia cut them out because the teacher said get your child to cut the paper.
Okay.
So okay,
Fine
so
motor.
so 5 motor skills, right? So okay, Alia will cut the paper. So she will read the words. One of the activity will like ask the kid to
That
read the
one on
words.
Monday.
Yes, on Monday. And then to ensure that they can read lah, they know how to read. So after they read,
Okay.
you will give them clues. Clues. So when you give them clues, also they will have to know how to read the clues, right? To find that
Yeah.
word where you hit the paper. So I
Yeah.
gave her the clue, she read the clue. So it was like, for example, I said, oh, this is where mommy washes the clothes. So I'll hide the word inside the washing machine. So she was like, oh, washing machine, I know. And then she will go to the laundry room and then she will like, oh, I found it, and that kind of thing. So there's like 16 words of them. And then she had so much fun, you know, at the end of the day, you know what she said to me? She was like, Mommy, I had so much fun playing the treasure hunt. Can we do it again? Then it makes me think like, oh my God, I've been missing out the activities because I was so busy with work. I did not deliver it, and my child actually enjoyed it. Because to me, right, I think that's not important. It's just some random activity. It's not important. I just want them to finish the workbook that the teacher gave. But when she said that, I felt like guilty for all those activities that I did not do with her. And you know what I did? I actually went back to the previous days, read back the activities. Alia, let's do this. But I did that on a weekend lah, because I cannot do it on a weekday. It's not possible. But the thing is, no matter what, whether I did, I may not follow the lesson plan every day, what the teachers prepared, but I would want to deliver it eventually. So it will backlog, you know, like we missed this yesterday, let's do this today, or let's. So I don't really follow the teacher's schedule. Because it's not possible. I mean, I do try, but sometimes it's just too busy. You know, I have my own work to meet, to deliver. You know, to meet. I have my own client expectations to meet, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So to divide that priority, it can make you feel guilty. You know, like, why are you prioritizing your work, you know, over your child's HBL? Or if you prioritize your child's HBL, what would your work, your clients think, you know? Because just a little bit of correct. I mean, like, for me, I'm used to like delivering, like my clients, I will make sure they will do it. I will do it for them, you know, the kind of. I just want them to have a smooth experience of our system, that kind of thing. So I ensure that. So, but right now it's very difficult. So at the end of the day, I just ensure that, you know, Alia managed to do the activities that the teachers actually planned for her, no matter what, how unimportant I think it is. But there's definitely a reason why the teacher put it there. And like you said, Alia, okay. And like you said, Alia, lower the volume down. Lower the volume, Alia. Alia, lower the volume. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so
thank you, Alia.
Okay, so where was I?
The balancing act between your clients and your kids.
Yeah, I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't remember. Got where was I? But yeah, the balancing act. I think.
So anyway, like, you know, you said that you felt bad in the beginning about not fulfilling all the objectives, right? I think you just a little insight about, you know, how teachers like maybe the preschool teachers also have the same practices lah, but
yes, okay, about that. Sorry. I was saying, because like you mentioned, I think that those activities are unimportant, right? But my kids enjoy them, and I want to, you know, continue doing whatever the teachers prepared. And it also makes me think that, hey, these are the activities that they have been doing in school, you know. So it's part of their learning program. So if I don't touch on that, then they are not learning this kind of you know, like thinking skills, motor skills. I'm leaving that out. It's not just purely academics, you know. So
actually, I wanted to say also, like, you know, you not necessarily, because as teachers we are used to planning more than is required. So it's like we overplan. So not necessarily you see 5 items on it, you have to do all 5. Usually it's just to you know, in case the kid gets bored, okay, you have something else in case. So don't feel bad. I feel like you don't have to feel bad, because
I feel bad. I feel bad. Like when I feel bad, I feel pressured, and then I feel stressed, and then I feel overwhelmed, and then I will like literally like break down, you know. It's like, it's like you are trying to, I think, working while juggling with HBL. You're just trying to meet the expectations of your clients, of my boss, my clients, at the same time meet the expectations of the teachers. You know, the teachers expect the parent to deliver to the child. So there's that pressure. I'm not sure about other parents, but I feel that pressure, you know, like, yeah. So it will not do them justice if I don't if I don't follow what they have planned
Yeah.
for the
Actually,
kids
like, you
to
know,
see.
for other HBLs, right, like especially primary school or secondary school,
Mm-hmm.
they actually have the teachers you know, checking in whether they finish already. Um, you know, so the parents have
Uh-huh.
to make sure that they have done it. So
Okay.
for you guys, do you have like a
Okay.
timeline that you
Yes.
have to follow,
Okay. The
or they
timeline.
will check in?
Okay, the timeline is basically the lesson plan. They will say Monday you'll do this, Tuesday you'll do this, right? And every day they will have their own activity before they come to the part where you complete the assessment book. But the checking in part, I think, is when they return to school, because the teachers will put there, oh, bring this to school, you know,
Yeah.
bring this to school, hand in this part of the work that, you know, let's say they ask them to draw something. So I'm supposed to like ensure that Alia draws the thing and then just put it in the file, and then when she comes to work, there will be a whole lot of like art activities for her to submit to the
Oh,
teacher.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah, I think that's the checking in lah, to ensure that, you know, the students actually do the thing.
Have done
Besides,
at least some of it.
besides the assessment books. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So,
Yeah. So it's
like
like
after,
this HBL thing is like totally not what I expected, because like I thought like, okay,
really?
kindergarten, yeah, right. I told you just now, kindergarten, like, what can they give? But me, I'm like, oh my god, it's like, wow, it's overwhelming. It's like, yeah,
Yeah. You know, just
I
now,
think the time management part for me is that part is very stressful. I have, yeah, like I mentioned, you know, sometimes I really can't. It's like I do try to sit down, put my work aside, and spend at least like maybe half an hour with Alia, you know, write the stuff on the board. You know, sometimes when
yeah.
I'm too busy, she'll just like sit in front of me. I have my laptop, I'm facing my emails, I'm facing my WhatsApp screen,
Uh-huh.
but I'll just like take a piece of paper, scribble, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Alia, do this. And then she will do it, but
Oh,
I won't be like paying attention to her. You know, I will go
yeah.
back to my laptop and do my work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, Alhamdulillah, she is independent in that sense. She doesn't
Yeah.
like need me to guide her through
Supervise.
everything. But by right, that's not supposed to be the way how I'm supposed to deliver the HBL to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just lucky in a sense that she can do it by herself, you know,
Yeah.
but I'm supposed to set aside time for her, but sometimes it's just not possible. This is the truth.
Yeah.
It's just not possible sometimes, you know. But yeah lah, you know, I mean, I want to deliver, but I can't. And then, you know, I feel guilty, and then I feel guilty, I feel sad, and then I'll just like break down. It's like, oh my gosh, terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're very lucky that she doesn't have much behavioral problems. I just
Mm-hmm.
wonder, whoever's listening in, who
Mm-hmm.
especially your mom friends, if
Yeah.
they,
Correct,
I mean,
correct.
I'm
I
not
do
saying
think
that
about
their
that
kids
also, you know.
are
Yeah, I do
badly
think about that.
behaving, but you know, those kids who have more trouble paying attention. So
Yeah.
that's even more pressure on the
Correct.
parent lah to
Mm-hmm.
be there always, right?
Correct. Oh
Yeah.
yes, I also want to share something. I have to say this. You know,
Okay.
we you know, experiencing this working. Yes. Okay. Smile, please, darling. Can you sit down? You sit down. Okay, you sit there. You go and take your earpiece over there. Okay. There? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you just use that. Okay, you can take that. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I have to say this, like doing this working while doing HBL, not really just HBL, working from home kind of thing with kids, especially
Yeah.
young kids.
Yeah.
I really, it gives me a whole new impression of those moms who have been doing this for,
Mm.
you know, those
Those
home-based
moms who are
business.
not working or what? Oh, home-based
No, those,
business. Okay,
yes,
okay.
home-based business moms, moms who are running home-based business with young kids, especially young kids lah. Because
Yeah.
I think older kids, they know how to tend to themselves, right? So experiencing this also gives me a whole new level of respect to this group of people. Like,
Okay.
how do they do this every day? Like, they run their business with their kids all this, and I'm here like struggling, like to meet the expectation of my clients. They obviously have clients too. You're a home-based business, mom. You have clients too, right? So it does make me think about this group of moms. So I really have to like hats off to them. Yes, like
Have you ever
they
like
have been.
tried to ask like maybe some of your friends who are entrepreneurs,
I did.
right?
I never asked. I never really asked. But when the work from home and HBR started, there were a few posts going around from home-based moms like, haha, you're welcome to, like, welcome to our world,
Our
something like
world.
that. Yes. I'm like, yep. I'm like, yep. I know.
Honestly, that's how teachers feel as well. We're like, oh, welcome to our world, and now you know how they
Yeah.
are really like.
Yeah, but I think for teachers, I mean I
it's
saw
not
that kind of
your-
place, yeah.
Farah.
But I think that teachers maybe is a little bit different. Although they have to, I mean I'm just speaking from opinion lah. Maybe they are have to like settle with kids from different range of attentiveness, that kind of thing.
Issues, yeah.
Yeah, correct. But I'm more of talking about like the juggling the different
Okay.
what do you call that?
Responsibilities, is it?
Responsibilities. You're holding on to so many roles at the same time. Not just like being a teacher and just, I mean, of course, teachers, I totally respect them. I think all whatever I've mentioned, I have no yes. No ill feelings towards the teachers, but yeah, I'm talking about those moms who have been doing this in the long run. I mean, in the past, they have been doing this, so it's really not easy.
Lynn said increase in empathy, so you definitely would agree with her, right?
Yeah, so much increase in empathy. Yeah, like how they do this, man. Like, because for us, right, when we work, we are working moms also, but not the same as working moms who have been working from home. I think because when we are working, we are outside with our kids. Is not with us. Yeah, go. You can use this. Go take the iPad. It's okay. Okay, so yeah, it's like we are at work, our kids is elsewhere, we can focus on our work. Yeah, and it's not the same as doing work and be with the kids at the same time. It's a totally different thing, I'm telling you. Yeah. And when I'm talking about parents working and doing the HBR, I'm not just talking about moms, I'm also talking about dads. Because I do have friends, they share on their social media how they are struggling, the dads also when they are working, their kids need their attention also. So it's not just a mom thing, it's basically a parent thing. That you have to juggle work with the HBL. It's not easy. I think we share the same sentiment. It's just not easy. It's just that perhaps when you're a mom, you I don't know. I mean, I don't want to stereotype, but aside from the working part, like I mentioned, we have our house to settle, the cooking, the feeding the kids, the bathing the kids, all these are also like, so it's basically like work, school, and house chores all into one, and you have to do this within a certain period of time. You don't do your work with it outside office hours. Of course, I think but sometimes I do, which is it can be bad. I try not to, because sometimes it's just so difficult to finish within the office hour time, because of the baby thing and then the kid thing. It's just not possible. But I realized that down the road, I cannot keep doing that, because it's like I'm working 24 hours. It doesn't make sense. That was the first time when this started, I did that. And it was so bad on my mental health. I'm so tired the next day. It's like, you know what? I can't. I just told myself, I can't do this. If I cannot finish the work, that's it. I have to bring it to the next day. I am not going to stay up at night and finish it, because it's literally working 24 hours. You tend to overwork when you're working from home, which is true. You lost track of time because because you're sitting at home and then doing the work thing. You will tend to overwork. Yes, the environment doesn't change. Correct. The environment doesn't change. That's why you tend to overwork. So the mental health, it will take a toll on the mental health. Really, it's very tiring. So we all want to be super moms. We all want to be the best we can, but sometimes, you just have to put your mental health first. So I told myself, like, you know what, if I cannot deliver, my clients is texting me, my boss is texting me, asking a few things, I will tell them, okay, wait. I will tell them, there was one time I actually had a conference at a certain time, I can't remember. It was in the afternoon. And then Adam was taking a nap, and he woke up right when my conference was about to start, and he needed milk, he needed to shower. My boss was asking me, Fisha, are you joining? He was calling me, I ignored him, and I was like, I just told him, my son needs a shower, I need to bathe him. He just dirtied his diaper, I have to bathe him. I will join you later. And then I did not even rush through taking care of my kid, because I'm so tired. I just have to, like, it's not about prioritizing, it's about my mental health. It's not when I did that, it's not that, oh no, I must prioritize now. My thinking was really just like, if I cannot, means I cannot. So I'm just gonna I'll finish this job first. I'll just finish this job first. After I'm done, then I'll join the conference. So I did join the conference. It was like 1 hour later. They were still going on. So I just had my boy with me when I was with the conference. So I think
do you think that is what can actually helps to ease your challenges? Like, I think that it sounds like the fact that you realized you had really big expectations on yourself.
Yes.
To please my boss, to please to handle my kids. So it's not about the prioritizing, it's not about the juggling.
Correct.
It's about the expectation that you had on yourself. When you let go of it, you
just
feel
lower down the
more
expectation.
You follow more. You have more ease.
Correct. It's not. You're right. It's not about the prioritizing part. It's nothing to do with that, really. Honestly, it's more about just just lower your expectation. You just tell yourself, I cannot means I cannot, then okay, and it's okay. That's the part that you have to tell yourself, that it's okay if you can't deliver like how you used to. Because at the beginning, like, I feel the pressure, like I've been so on time with my work. I've been so like, when my kids need me, I'm there, that kind of thing. But with all this going on at the same time, you just have to lower your expectation, because if you don't, you'll go crazy and you'll break down. And I did. I have broken down many times, and it's so bad for me. It will affect my work in the future, that kind of thing. So I don't want to feel like that miserable. I just have to lower down my expectations, and I just tell myself, it's okay if you cannot deliver. It's okay.
So it applies to HBL as well.
Yes, it applies to HBL also. It's okay if I cannot finish all the tasks that the teachers have prepared.
Not realistic.
Correct. It's ideal but not realistic. Correct. It's true. But I do feel guilty at the beginning. But right now, I think the guilt is it's not so much there, but it's I still want to deliver. I mean, I think I want to try, and the teachers deserve that lah. The teachers deserve that, and it's not so much about pleasing them. It's just about myself. I want to do this for them. So
and also your child, right? Like, because you want them to benefit.
Yes, and especially that treasure hunt thing. She told me she enjoyed herself, so much that she wants to do it again.
That story makes me wonder if she's more happy about having that time together with you. It's not so much about the game that she played. It's about like, oh, mommy is playing a game with me.
I play with her. Yes. That also crossed my mind. I thought about that night. I thought about, Alia likes to do this activity. She likes to no, I do think about the activity, and I also do think about that she likes it to do with me. And she also says, sometimes, like, sometimes, and I told you right just now, I said sometimes I'll just like scribble on the paper, I give to her, and then she read. But we have a whiteboard at home, so sometimes I'll like, okay, let's just go to the whiteboard, so I'll really become the teacher. And she's happy, seeing me like, oh, mommy, your teacher Rabia today, because the teacher is teacher Rabia. So,
Oh.
mommy, your teacher Rabia today. I say, yes, today I'm teacher Rabia. So you have to listen to me, you know, that kind of thing. And she likes it. She
Role
likes to
playing.
see me role play for her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it gives me like a sense of satisfaction to see her happy that I'm involved, you know. So yeah, this is something that really like make me like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so there was a question from Imran just now
Yeah.
about, how do you schedule your HBL? Is it is it the same time every day, or you just
No,
whenever you
no.
find time?
Whenever I find time,
Oh, so
I
so
tell you,
they
there's
don't
really
tell
no
you the
schedule.
ideal time also lah. Like
They
in
don't tell you
their
that
lesson
there's no
plan?
time. No, their lesson plan
Okay.
they don't put time. They
Okay.
don't put the duration. For what Alia has received from the teachers, it's basically just the details of everything. But they did not. I'm not sure about other parents, how what other kids, like how they get their HBL, whether there's a duration. But for her, no, there's no duration and there's no schedule for me. Every day is different. So yeah.
Yeah, like you said, ease on the expectations, and like
Yes.
whenever it works lah, right? Whenever
Yeah.
it can happen, then um let it happen.
Yeah.
So do you think, Lynn asked, do you think it's due
Yeah.
to the kiasu culture that is embedded?
Kiasu culture.
Kiasu
Actually,
culture
what's the kiasu culture?
I think like kiasu culture to fulfill to do everything that is
Like do the
given
best,
to
is
you.
it?
Yeah.
Like do
Or
the best,
do the best, do everything.
Perhaps. Yeah, maybe. I mean, sometimes I can also be a little bit kiasu lah, you know, but I don't think I'm that extreme. But in this situation, I don't think kiasu is my priority right now. It's so bad
It
for my
depends on the
mental health.
circumstances also lah. I feel like
Yes, yes.
the parents
Yeah,
something.
it depends on the parents, but not for me right now. Right now, being kiasu is not at the top of my head right now. No. Yeah.
Actually, backtrack, to the part when we said about mom versus dad.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, I wanted to ask anyone here who's listening, Fatin, are you still here? Because I've been seeing how her husband Koyum and her have been planning, all sorts of activities for their son. So I feel like seeing how the role of a dad also during this period is equally as
Alia,
important.
lower
lah.
down the volume. Lower down the volume.
So yeah, shout out to all the dads who are trying your best as well to deliver as much learning opportunities.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, this working from home thing is it's also for the dads because I see my male friends also struggling. So we are in this together, man. I know how you feel. I think some of them are in the live in the session. I'm so glad they are actually here to watch this. So yes, I'm sharing with you my experience. I mean, I think every parent, not necessarily, maybe not everything they can relate to what I shared, but at the end of the day, we just want to
do the best.
Do the best for the kids and for ourselves. I think that's important also. Yeah, like I mentioned, is the mental health. This one really got to do with your mindset. It is like, yeah, I have like I shared, breaking down.
Oh, she's here. Alhamdulillah, Koyum is wearing both other. Good job, Koyum. Anyway, there's another question. About so circuit breaker started before Ramadan and HPL was already started back then. And then now it's Ramadan. So I can imagine it's added to your roles, added to your responsibilities.
Actually, right? It's the same for me because honestly, before it was Ramadan, my meals, my first meal can be my dinner. Really, it's that busy. Yeah. So for me, the meal time for me is not much of a difference because I end up also having my first meal during dinner time. So I think that part I'm like okay already lah.
The difference is you get rewarded for it.
Yeah, inshallah. Inshallah. Yeah, but yeah, it like that time like I just have to I mean it's not that I'm really hungry, but because on my mind it's like I have this to finish, like to eat is not like there yet, you know, it's not there. I don't eat, but yes, I have to cook, I have to prepare for my kid. Alia will eat by herself, I have to feed Adam and then put him to sleep all day. So the time, so much time wasted. So I'm like thinking, not wasted lah, I mean like so much time passed by. Yeah, not wasted.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, so much time passed by and I'm thinking like if I eat, there's going to be so much time more, and I have my clients waiting, you know, like they ask me to do something and I'm like, okay, give me a while, you know, I will reply like that, and then give me a while, then I'm like, you know, I give me a while is like I already like I have to like feed Adam, play with him. When he doesn't want to sleep, he doesn't want to sleep, but he wants attention. You know, one thing different about Adam and Alia, Adam is more clingy than the sister. The sister, I can leave her alone.
Definitely.
She will like, I can leave her alone. I can leave her alone the whole day. You know, she will just find stuff to do by herself, but not Adam. So like, the challenge is that. So, you know, after all that, after I settle Adam and he's finally naps, for example, and then I haven't eaten, right? And then I'm like, my client is waiting for me, you know. Then sometimes I say, I'm still checking, you know, I'm still doing this. I let them know that I'm still on it, you know. I don't have to explain to them what's going on, you know. I just like give them a little. Okay, can you wait for a while? You have this first, okay? Okay, then after that, so and then but sometimes I know it's urgent because sometimes right, my clients, I'm talking about the schools because the brief description I gave just now, they also have to deliver to their students and their parents. So when their parents are bugging them, they will bug me, you know, that kind of thing. Or when their students are bugging them, they will bug me. So people are waiting. I have to do something. So that's when I will skip my meals lah. And then, you know, after the office hour, then they know I will attend to it the next day. If they, you know, happen to leave me some messages or requests, I say the next, it will just go on to the following day, and then I can finally eat. So you're talking about Ramadan,
If I had known, I would have checked in like, have you eaten?
It's okay. So these are the things that, you know, that goes on behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. That's why I say, like, you know, this session, actually I'm actually thankful that you asked me, because these are the things that a lot of people don't know. Like, I do talk, like, as you know, I do post like my struggles with working from home and HBL, but there are more. All these things that I'm sharing with you now, these are what has been going on. So I mean, I hope, you know, some parents, you can also relate, like, yes, Risha, I know, you know how you feel. Or if you don't, then have some, I mean, just show kindness lah to people, you know, every day they're struggling, not necessarily they talk to you about it or they tell you about it, you know. So then this is also one thing.
For the people who are not experiencing that.
Yes, correct. And I also think for them, you know, I think like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm experiencing this, I'm not experiencing. I will also think like, correct. That maybe you don't know what they go through, you know, in the day to do this. So I think that's like another question.
A few questions. Yeah. So do you feel confident now doing HBL, or is it the same?
I wouldn't say confident. It's still a struggle every day. It's still a struggle. I wouldn't say confident. I'm just saying maybe like I said, you know, my expectations, I've lowered them. So I am more kinder to myself. I think that one makes it more easier. That makes it much easier, but it's not really it makes it easier to do the things, you know, to deliver the work and the HBL, but it not necessarily, what was your question again? Makes it, confident? No, not really lah. It's still still struggling.
Besides, like, you know, before we go into the next question from Fadir, besides the being kind to yourself, like for the parents, what do you think are some advice that you would have for them, you know, when they are going through such struggles?
I think one thing that I think really helped, like, makes me feel better, like you said, other than being kinder to yourself, talk about it to
Talk about it.
I mean, so one of the ways that I release some of the stress is through my Instagram posts. You know, sometimes I just like it's like my mini diary. You know, my mini diary. I'll just like pen down my thoughts and then just release a little bit. But like I said, it's different when you actually talk about it to someone like physically. You know, I've talked
So
to
is
my
this helping a lot?
husband. Yes. I think this is also a therapy. I think that's why I broke down earlier because I feel like a huge load off my chest. Like finally I can talk about this. I'm like, oh my God, so thankful. So yes, this session itself is therapeutic for me because yeah, like I mentioned, you know, talking about it and penning it down is different. So if you can find someone to actually talk about it, I think it's good, you know. If you don't have anyone that you think will listen to you, you know, maybe talk to Allah in terms of doa, you know. Inshallah, He will listen. But when you talk, like physically talk, let it out. When you break down, it will break you. You most probably will break down. I don't know about you, but I did. I break down, but it helps release the stress. It does help. So it's therapeutic. It's kind of a therapy. So if you have to do that, just do it. Why not? You go to the bathroom and just like, no, why is this? I can't do this. Like it's okay. Like I mentioned again, you know, just now I said it's okay to not be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's excellent. So just now Fadil said, how and what ways do you approach ensuring that your daughter understand what they're supposed to do? So I think like for Farah, like I guess this question is about how do you make her understand and aware of like what's expected of her while she was doing it.
Okay, for the lesson packages that her teachers prepared, they actually ask that. They actually prepare a question to ask the kid, and then the kid answer, then you will know. The teachers actually will list down, you know. They will tell you, okay, to find out whether your kid understand the activities or what they have watched, the YouTube video, whatever other thing, to ensure that they understand, ask them the following guide questions, and then you ask them, and then she will tell you. That's how you know. So for my case, it's ready for me. So like I said, you know, the teachers were teaching me how to teach my kid. So yeah, I will ask them. Yeah, correct.
Okay, and then Nurullah, is this your friend? She's not a parent, but she knows how you feel and she sees your posts every day.
Thank you, Nurul. Yes, she's my friend.
Okay, so like you know, I think this week is the final week of HBL. The schools, MOE schools are going into May holidays. Not for me. my lessons are still going to go on. But so like beyond the May holidays, do you think that it's here to stay?
Oh, you mean this HBL thing?
Like you know, okay, let's say it continues in June lah. You know, the circuit breaker still cannot got lengthened, or even if no circuit breaker, school still cannot continue, for instance. So work from home still has to go on, or HBL still has to go on. So do you think there should be more different kind of support given to parents? Because there's a lot of not only you're part of the voice of all the parents out there who are frustrated, who are struggling. So you think that there should be more measures? I think there was a question also by Adnan just now. More measures about for parents to get support lah.
I think. Sorry, hang on. Adam is crying because he's cranky. He wants to sleep, and only mommy can put him to sleep.
I cannot hear anything.
Oh, you can't hear anything. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Alia, can you check Adam?
Okay, there's 30 seconds left. So
okay. So anyway, just to answer your question,
we might restart it just to close it maybe for another 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay,
so just to
your question. I understand your question.
I just want to let everyone know that later when we restart, just rejoin, okay? And give us all your questions.
Okay. Sorry.
Hi. Yeah. So the last
Oh,
question was.
I didn't know that IG Live got time limit, is
Yeah,
it?
it's 60 minutes only. 60 minutes only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, we went on for 1 hour. Imagine.
Did you
Okay.
feel the hour?
I don't feel that hour, but because I think it was good for me, talking.
You wanna wait for a while? Just
Yeah.
wait for a few more. So I think there was a few more questions about the
Yeah, I'm
MOE
looking at the
guidelines.
questions also. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so we have the people joining again.
Yeah, hi, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. So we're not gonna, I think about 15 minutes, I guess, just to answer a few more questions and then wrap up. Yeah. Well, post any more last questions if you want? I think that the first one we're gonna address is the
MOE thing.
MOE guidelines
guideline.
thing. Like, do you think, or even the school, should have because honestly, right? Like me being a teacher, we know the process of training ourselves to know how to teach. It's
Yeah.
not easy. It takes time.
Yeah.
So and the fact that they kind of expect you to just pick it up
Mhm.
just like that. It's crazy,
Yeah, I know.
right?
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. It is correct. That's why I
So
think
what
there
kind
was
of
an
support do you think?
article for
Mm.
recently. There was an article from I think there was a statement from MOE that they said that to prolong this HBL is not ideal because it's not exactly like following what the school actually practice. I
Okay.
think they are
So
afraid that
whatever
yeah.
that is traditional, not all of them can be
Mm-hmm.
converted
Correct.
into like digital. Not all
Yes,
of them.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, I do agree on that part. I think the traditional method of learning, you still need to have them, no matter what, for certain aspects of the delivering the education to the students. You can't digitize everything. It's not possible. I don't think so. So a face to face, and also like I believe the face to face aspects of the teaching and learning it is also got to do with the psychological the aspect of the students learning. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's different. It's not the same. You can't how do you say samakan samakan in
Samakan.
Malay. Tidak boleh disamakan,
Comparison, not compare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
I believe that also lah, because it's like it's
Human
different.
touch, the human touch.
Yeah, it's different, but I guess like different objectives can be achieved
Yes.
through different mediums. Like we're not saying
Yes.
that rule out online learning totally.
Yeah.
Like I
Yes,
think
correct.
online learning is good for a few other objectives lah, but
Yeah.
traditional also have their own
Yes.
objectives.
Yes.
So
Correct.
yeah. So do you have words of encouragement for teachers?
For teachers, yes, just keep doing what you're doing. Ignore whatever negative feedback you have from parents. I think, I mean, maybe those negative feedback comes from the pressure, the stress that they are facing. Is Don't take it like
So
as though
be
like
kind.
yeah. I
Everyone's
mean,
going through
like,
something.
correct, yeah. You just don't take it like, don't straight away jump that the gun that the parent just don't get it. But I'm a parent myself. I would understand maybe perhaps they gave those negative comments is because of the pressure and the stress they are getting. That's why they just like lash out. I mean, what by lashing out, of course, it's not right, but I understand where they are coming from. Yeah, so just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, just don't let those negative feedback come to you. You're doing a great job. I mean, receiving the HBL package for my daughter herself, I can see the amount of effort the teachers put in. Like I said, it is definitely a lot of planning going on at the background. for them to deliver such detailed lesson plans for the parents to carry on with the kid, you know. It just doesn't fall from the sky. I recognize that. So yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's like I hear stories about I mean there are many other different types of challenges the parents face, not just delivering the lesson, but logistics wise, that's also another thing. For Alia, she doesn't need to be on a laptop, right?
No, not really. Only like when she needs to watch the YouTube videos that the teacher will pick out for her. Yeah, that's when she will just
Okay. Because other levels of schools, they need a laptop for themselves.
I think, but YouTube video, I think perhaps they have thought about, those parents without a laptop, because YouTube you can just watch from your phone. But maybe the ones that require laptop are the ones that actually need to do something,
SLS,
maybe submit
right?
something. Some SLS lesson package you can also just do it from the mobile device. It's not necessarily a laptop. I'm talking about like those submission of documents, attachments. Maybe that one you need a laptop. Yeah.
Okay.
So these are the things that I work in this industry. I would know the teachers would probably be briefed. As much as possible, do a package lesson that is easily accessible by the users. Yes,
yeah,
this is very important.
like for my end also, I have to I mean I don't have take home pack like that, but I do live lessons. But I have to think about my tasks, my activities. I don't have to expect the parents to print all the time, because I have to remember that it is quite a frustrating process for them as well, and I don't want to add to it. So these are just the little things that we have to consider as well as teachers. And so like back to the question about the if after in June, right, and then let's say HBL continues, will you or maybe no, let's change the question a bit. Okay, let's say it's back to normal and all. Would you ever like consider putting in that same amount of effort to school your kids have? I mean, I'm sure you do a lot of like reading activities with your kids after you come back from work or things like that. But would you consider doing even more, because you have kind of some experience?
You're talking about after HBL, is it? After HBL is over?
Yeah, after it's over, like would you consider doing even more than what you have done before?
Yeah, I mean the activities part, I've never done that before with Alia. The activities part, like the what you call it, like inculcating the academics into the activities part. Usually play is play, but have some objective behind it. Most probably
purposeful play.
Purposeful play. I've never done that, honestly. Maybe I will because I mean it's useful.
This HBL
because
kind of
the purposeful play, I wasn't really like introduced to it. I mean, I think it's always out there, I can find, but it wasn't like really presented to me. So I that's why I didn't do it before with her. So now that I know there's such thing, like this is how it's done. Most probably I will.
I guess that's one positive thing that you can take out of this lah. Like the HBL kind of teaches you the different ways on engaging your kid. And you would want to try and continue it. Like for me, like from a teacher's perspective, even reading, some parents don't know what else to use that book for besides reading. There's so many things that you can do with the book. So
with the storybook.
Not everyone knows how to do that. So like you mentioned that your lesson plan has prompts, question prompts. So that kind of tells you what are the things you can do with something that you are using, anything that you're using.
True.
That's good.
Interesting. It's really interesting. So any other questions, or do you want to wrap up the session?
Okay. So I'm I guess we will just wrap up the session now. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone has anything. But I
Yeah.
guess like the general message or the general sensing from the viewers since just now also that that you know we a lot of us are also going through the same thing, and then like what you said, to reach out to others, and to be kind to yourself and others as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You. I try. Try my best.
Yeah, I mean,
Inshallah.
we're always here. We're always here when you need us also, you know. And yeah, the message is like that we're not alone, like be it a
Yeah.
parent or a teacher, and that we can always help each other lah. So I'm very happy that you're my first guest.
Thank you for inviting me. I
This-
can never say enough. Like, this is actually therapeutic for me. Thank you so much. But it was so embarrassing when I broke down a little. But I think that was much needed. But you know, like I
it
said,
shows
it's been like
so much sincerity.
yeah. But
Yeah.
like
Oh, I have my friend here, Afika. She just want to say hi, and she's part of a mosque-based kindergarten. Oh, she's a
okay.
kindergarten teacher, and she feels more appreciated after listening to
Oh,
this.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Also, you're basically the teacher, giving, planning. She's basically the teacher planning all those things, giving to the parent lah. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah, good job, Afika, for all
Yeah.
your hard work as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, so I want to thank you again for agreeing to get on this series. I hope that whatever was shared had been of great benefit to everyone. From Alia, want to make a last appearance.
Alia, come. Wait, come.
Let her, Tiara, want to say something.
Come. Tiara want to say something.
Not here.
Okay.
Hi.
Can
Can
she
you
said hi.
hear me now?
Sorry, I'm wearing the earpiece. Okay, she said,
Oh.
what do you say?
Okay, I want to say that Alia, you have been a very good daughter,
very
dear
good.
mommy.
Okay, wait. Let me just
good.
pass the earpiece to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you can hear me, Alia? Can? Okay, I just want to say your mommy has been telling me so many good things about you. You've been very, very good, a good student, a good daughter, a good sister to Adam. Right, you help mommy around the house, right? And then do you learn a lot from her teaching you? Do you learn a lot? Do you prefer teacher Rabia or teacher mommy?
Teacher Rabia or teacher Mami?
Teacher Rabia.
Teacher Rabia and Mami.
Oh, teacher Rabia and mommy.
Yes.
Wow, you're fair.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I just want to thank everyone who has been watching since 10 p.m. also. Just want to let you know that this is not the only session actually. I want to do 2 more at least, and I have the next one is gonna happen on Friday actually, inshallah. And Friday, you might know her. She's Malina Abdul Ghani, aka Whimsicalin. So she'll give us the perspective of like private learning centers lah. Yeah. So she's a teacher herself and a parent. So there's another perspective angle that we wanna discuss about. And then another one, the second one, the third one will be on Sunday, inshallah, and I will reveal the guest later on. So make sure you keep updated. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Selamat bersahur and berpuasa.
Yes.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. How do I end this?
I have no idea.
Okay, end video.